Welcome and thank you for being here today. I am excited to join the Dublin Exchange Club and extending my congratulations to our 2018 STAR students and teachers. Today is a great day for Exchange. Today we honor our highest achieving high school seniors and the teachers who have been most instrumental in their academic success. Many programs and scholarships honor the academic achievements of students. The STAR program is unique in that it also honors the dedicated teachers who have inspired that achievement. The purpose of the STAR program is threefold: to recognize academic achievement of Georgia's high schools and to motivate students to be good scholars and high achievers, to honor excellence in teaching, to promote teaching as a career, and to encourage outstanding teachers to remain in the classroom, to demonstrate the business community's commitment to excellence in education, and to increase interaction between students and the business community. That's why throughout Georgia, STAR student programs are paired with civic and service clubs throughout the area so that we can be a part of this recognition with you also. Since 1958, the STAR program has honored more than 26,500 high school seniors and a teacher they have chosen to share in this recognition. The Page Student Teacher Achievement Recognition Program is sponsored by the Professional Association of Georgia Educators Foundation. To be honored as a STAR student, a high school senior must have scored in the highest in his or her graduating class on any one test administration of the SAT. The student must also be in the top 10% or among the top 10 students of his or her class based on grade point average. A STAR teacher is selected by the student as the one teacher has been most influential during his or her academic career. These STAR teachers embrace the opportunity of helping bright and hardworking students who devote themselves to their schoolwork. Throughout the state, high school STAR students compete for school system titles, and system students compete for region-wide honors in the 12 STARS regions. And the state Page STAR student is selected from the region winners. Okay. And now let's meet our 2018 STAR students and teachers. As I call your name, please come forward. From Dublin High School, STAR student Will Haywood.
I'd just like to first of all say thank you all for having me here. The guests who are with me are Dr. Fred Williams again, my school counselor, Ms. Christy Curry, my mom, Lori Haywood, and my principal, Dr. Tony Jordan. I'd like to thank all of them for being here. I'd like to thank the Exchange Club and everyone involved in the STAR program for their efforts to celebrate academic achievement. I believe that recognizing students is an important and very important part of the academic process, so thank you. Although I'm a student at Dublin High School, I chose a teacher from Trinity Christian School. DHS has opened a lot of opportunities for me in the dual enrollment program, but the overwhelming majority of my middle and high school teachers since 6th grade have been from Trinity. So I chose Mr. Robbie Foskey. He taught me pre-algebra, Algebra 1, and Algebra 2. And Coach Foskey, although he's not able to be here with us today, he's one of those gifted teachers who can control a classroom while maintaining a relaxed environment, and he just seems like a friend to all the students. When I was attending Trinity, he was always approachable and encouraging. I remember when I had a C in one of his courses, my grandparents went to talk to him about my situation because they were concerned. He assured them that I would be fine, and sure enough, I finished that class with an A. Despite that situation, I can't remember a time when I felt hopeless in any of Mr. Foskey's classes. He always wanted to be sure that his students were doing well, and I believe he's been very successful in that area. This is partially because Mr. Foskey made a regular practice of offering extra help for his students before school, and he made sure the parents were aware of that opportunity. His classes were challenging, but he made sure that his students were taken care of. Mr. Foskey led by example during the 3 years that he taught me. He showed me the importance of having and being a good leader. He also showed me that it's crucial to help others whenever you can. One of the most important things that I learned from my STAR teacher is that I can go from thinking I'll never understand a concept to grasping that same concept a short time later, and that goes far beyond math. I'm currently studying in the field of political science at Middle Georgia State University, and I may end up being a teacher or a college professor, so I would certainly hope if I do that, I would be like Mr. Foskey. Currently, I feel confident that I'll stay at Middle Georgia State University through the end of 2018 to get my associate's degree. After that, I'll be pursuing a higher degree, at least a bachelor's. I used to think I wanted to represent Georgia in the nation's Congress, but after seeing the strife and accusations in national politics, as well as realizing the loftiness of that goal, I decided I should aspire to be something more tame and down to earth. Thus, I think teaching at a college or university might be my best option. Finally, I'd like to thank everybody again one last time for recognizing the STAR students and teachers, for coming out here to support us, or helping in any capacity. Thank you.
As Will said, his STAR teacher, Robbie Foskey, could not attend, but he did send these words for me to share. He writes, "I'm both honored and humbled that Will Haywood selected me for this recognition. I had the privilege of teaching Will pre-algebra, Algebra 1, and Algebra 2, and he has always been a fine young man and an outstanding student. One potentially little-known fact about Will is his wonderfully unique personality, a personality that made him very enjoyable to teach. I would oftentimes catch Will in a concentrated gaze, seemingly not intently focused on our lesson. And when asked a question in an effort to redirect his focus, he would typically have one of three responses. The first, and normally the least often, would be that he would have no clue what our academic discussion was about. The second, and probably most frequent response, would be to answer my question very intently, as he knew exactly what we were covering. And the third response would be some quick-witted, humorous response that made everyone laugh. This deep-thinking, even-keeled, jolly personality is, in my opinion, a large part of what makes Will such a fine and academically gifted young man. He seems to have priorities in order such that he gives his best effort, but at the end of the day seems to appreciate things such that many young people may not. This same mental approach to life made him a very pleasant cohort amongst his classmates as well. He was obviously always very studious in class, but he was also a joy to be around outside of class, and this is why I believe Will Haywood is well deserving of this STAR student recognition. Sincerely, Robbie Foskey."
When you spend 100% of your time helping others, 100 years seems to go by in a flash. Auto Owners Insurance.
Curry Maffett Insurance Agency in Dublin is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hi, I'm Perry Williamson. We've been serving the Dublin-Lawrence community for over 90 years here at Williamson's Bakery. We specialize in donuts, cakes, pies, cupcakes, cookies, birthday cakes. They're our business, not a hobby. And don't forget our large selection of cheese straws. For special orders, contact us on Facebook, Instagram, or better yet, just come get you some. When you stop by, be sure to try our all-new Pig in the Blankets. We have bacon, sausage, and chicken. We're located at 1634 Veterans Boulevard, Dublin, Georgia. For the hot, freshest donuts, come to Williamson's Bakery. We proudly support our area athletics.
From East Lawrence High School, Hannah Terrio and her STAR teacher, Laura Lawrence. If you could both come up, please.
I'm deeply honored and humbled to be standing before you today. One, because I'm among some of the most outstanding students and teachers in Lawrence County. And two, because this is a get-out-of-school free card, and my senioritis is no joke. Special shout-out to the members of the Dublin Exchange Club for making this possible. My name's Hannah Terrio from East Lawrence High School, and honestly, I was not thrilled when I found out I'd have to give a speech. But since I'm already up here, I'd like to take this time to introduce the individuals that played a major role in getting me to where I am. My counselor, Miss Leslie Brantley, who always encourages me to jump at every opportunity life hands me. My principal, Dr. O.J. Hall, who reminds me to stay out of trouble or my parents will definitely be called. And my parents, Patricia and Martin Brock, who I'd be completely lost without, especially my mom, my ride or die and my biggest fan. Many of you might know her as the TV lady, so say hello to TV 35. But most importantly, I want to acknowledge the teacher who saw my potential and pushed me to shoot for the moon. Miss Laura Lawrence, thank you. Thank you for challenging me to question things for myself instead of listening and believing everything I'm told. Thank you for always telling me what I need to hear instead of what I want to hear. Thank you for serving as a constant reminder that I don't have to conform and that staying true to myself is always the most important thing. Thank you for letting every student have a voice in the four walls of your classroom. You have opened my eyes to so many new ideas and taught me to value knowledge more than I ever have, and for that I'm extremely grateful. My first time dealing with Miss Lawrence was before freshman year even started. She assigned a summer reading project. When I went to the bookstore to buy Jane Eyre and saw that it was 2 inches thick, I knew this teacher was going to be my worst enemy. How dare she try to ruin my summer? I even wrote a note saying, "I hate Miss Lawrence," and stuck it on the fridge, all before I even met the woman. I had so much resentment in my heart walking into that classroom as a wide-eyed freshman, but I soon realized that you really can't be mad at a lady as genuine and pure as Miss Lawrence is, even if she does make you read the most boring novel you've ever had. By the time 9th grade came to an end, I was so sad to leave the teacher I planned on hating. For sophomore and junior year, we were reduced to short conversations between classes, goofy smiles in the hallway, and an occasional wave in the commons area. So imagine my surprise and excitement when I found out that the school was blessing me with Miss Lawrence for a second time for senior British Lit. As a freshman, I was looking at the next 4 years of my life, thinking graduation was so far ahead of me, but boy was I wrong. The time has flown, and now there's only a few short months between me and that diploma that has been 12 years in the making. Miss Lawrence has done more than teach me about Shakespeare. She's helped me shape into the person I am today. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Next Friday, I'll sign to play soccer at Middle Georgia State University, where I'll spend the next 4 years of my life. My major's undecided as of right now. I'm still learning about myself and the world around me. All I know is I'm grateful to be here right now, and I'm excited to see where life takes me. Thanks for allowing me to speak, and I hope it's not too obvious I wrote this morning.
Good afternoon, everybody. Please pardon the cell phone. This is where my speech is, so I'm not trying to be rude and text while I'm addressing you guys. Thank you to the Exchange Club for hosting such a nice event. We sincerely appreciate everything that you do for our county, and we also appreciate what you do for our STAR students. Hannah and I kind of hit on a couple of the same notes in our speeches, so if you hear a little bit of repetition, sorry about that. I've known Hannah Theriot for a little over 3.5 years now. She's a remarkable young lady who has transformed remarkably over the past 4 years of high school. She's grown so much. I first met Hannah in August of her freshman year when she was enrolled in my honors gifted English class. I required my students to read Jane Eyre. And Hannah told me later of her sincerest and most dire hatred of me for that fact. But here we are today, and Hannah and I have gotten a chance to work together, to learn together about what education is and about what growing up is, and about, for me, what growing older is and being a mentor is. And I could not be more proud of the young lady that Hannah has become. Hannah has had some large footsteps to follow in. She has brothers who have also had extremely successful high school careers. The fact that Hannah has achieved so much and been able to step outside of her brother's shadows is a testament to her intelligence and her fortitude. Not only is Hannah an exceptionally intelligent individual, but she is also a compassionate and welcoming one. Everybody can talk about academics and intellect, but Hannah possesses one of those qualities that so many people lack today, and that is her heart, how endearing she is to her fellow students and her teachers. Her personality is encouragingly outgoing, and on more than one occasion, she's greeted and welcomed with open arms new students into the complex dynamic that is high school teenage society. I wish Hannah all the best in her future, and I know that she will have immediate success in her endeavors, both in academic ones and in her personal life. Thank you, Hannah.
From Trinity Christian School, Jacob McLeod and his star teacher, Faye Price.
Good afternoon. First, I would like to thank the Exchange Club and everyone that put this together for having me over here. I'm very thankful for being recognized today. And then I'd also like to tell you who is here with me. My mom, Robin McLeod, my father, Kurt McLeod, and the headmaster, Stan Cooey. I would always look forward to the beginning of my day with Miss Price's first period literature class. And I'm going to be honest, the selection tests and all the written responses she gave us were definitely not that fun. But Miss Price always found a way to make everything enjoyable, and she always made us like the hard work and kind of putting in the hard. She always taught us how the hard work is, honestly, you have to do it in order to succeed in her class. If you didn't do the paper, she'd give you a 0. That's just how she was. She was the tough love kind of type, but she also really cared for her students, and she really cared for, their well-being and their future. And that's really what I liked about her. She always kept us accountable with whatever we were doing. It didn't really matter. She completely embodied what it meant to be a star teacher. She put her students first, and she would assign us. I don't know how she graded the papers. She gave us so many papers, and she would grade them all over the weekend. I have no clue how she did it, honestly. But that's just how she is. She never stops. She always does whatever she can to help her students, and always puts others first. And honestly, I don't know how she does what she does. I'm sure many people in here have been taught by her. She's been teaching for a very, very long time. I know she taught my mom at East Lawrence, and it's just, I can't believe we have such a great teacher around here, honestly. I can't believe she's not teaching at a college somewhere. She's definitely that quality of teacher. And I'll be attending Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee to compete in cross country and track and field. And I haven't decided on my major yet. I'm kind of indecisive. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Jacob was an excellent student in honors American literature and in academic writing. He always had a positive attitude and a pleasant demeanor, even when he had to complete difficult assignments. Honors American literature consisted primarily of the study of American authors, but research papers included world authors. An example in Honors American literature was his research paper on the drama Tartuffe, written by a French author, Molière. He read the drama before the deadline. He began his search for the appropriate sources. Although he had limited access to 10 sources, he continued to search diligently and finally located the required information. Nevertheless, without complaining, he persisted diligently and positively to complete an excellent research paper. Not only was Jacob an independent learner, but also he was a dependable team member. When groups prepared literary projects, he had a sense of direction, and he was a leader in completing these assignments, such as the preparation of an outstanding visual presentation in which he and other group members simulated an interview with Lorraine Hansberry, the author of A Raisin in the Sun. In academic writing, Jacob was always receptive to constructive criticism. He used the suggestions for improvement by his peers and peer revisions, and of course, he used my suggestions, and he was always inquisitive about other possible improvements in his writing. Jacob was an avid sports competitor. That's confirmed by several newspaper articles and awards. But he never neglected his academic assignments. It was my privilege to teach Jacob McLeod. He's an ambitious young man with integrity. He was an asset in my classroom, and I shall always remember Jacob's radiant smile.
Hello, I'm Matthew Bradshaw with City of Dublin Engineering. Did you know with a natural gas grill you never have to worry about running out of gas again? No more refilling those bulky propane tanks. You can simply have your gas grill connected to your existing natural gas line and enjoy the convenience of cooking with natural gas anytime. Call the City of Dublin Natural Gas Department today.
Are you ready to book your next party, class reunion, or family reunion, baby shower, or birthday party? Then look no further than the tranquility and natural beauty of Renesda Banquets and Events. We're out here today on this beautiful 9-acre wooded property full of live oaks and Georgia pines. There's no other place like it anywhere. Renesda. Our venue includes a beautiful 6,800 square foot pavilion that can accommodate up to 450 guests, but can be transformed into a beautiful, elegant design that makes this venue like no other. We're conveniently located just 1 mile off Interstate 16 on Highway 19 and surrounded by the beautiful Lawrence County countryside. Let our team take care of every detail of your next event. At Renesda, we'll design, manage, and execute your social events and celebrations that reflect your personality and leave lasting memories for you and your guests long after the event is over. Call us today at 278-1295 or 278-1217. Renesda Banquets and Events, 1827 Highway 19 South, just 1 mile south of Interstate 16 in Dublin.
This year we have two represents from Trinity Christian School. So now I'll call up Sydney Stevens. And she also selected Faye Price as her star teacher. And this is Mrs. Price's 12th time here as a star teacher.
Good afternoon. My name is Sydney Stevens and I attend Trinity Christian School. Attending with me today are my parents, Brad and Melissa Stevens, my headmaster, Mr. Stan Cooey, and my star teacher, Mrs. Faye Price. First, I'd like to thank the Exchange Club and the Page Foundation for this wonderful opportunity. I first met Miss Price with my sister, who had her in the 6th grade, and I never really understood that I would have such a great friend when I had her as a teacher. I chose Miss Faye Price as my star teacher for several reasons. She has influenced me and continues to influence me through her daily actions. She inspires me to be positive even when I may be having a rough day. She motivates me to do my best by believing in me and by encouraging me in everything I do. After having Miss Price's class, I learned that everything can be revised and that it is okay to make mistakes. She taught me how to write, to be specific, and to use evidence. Her classes were always challenging, but she taught me the value of my time by forcing me to focus on learning. She even taught me that we sometimes have to laugh when life gets too stressful. I tried to single out a favorite memory, but I have too many favorite memories with Miss Price. In the fall, I plan to attend Georgia Southern University to pursue a major in chemistry. After earning a Bachelor's of Science in Chemistry, I plan to attend law school to become a prosecutor. My ultimate goal is to become a U.S. federal attorney to work with the Organized Crime and Drug Task Force. Thank you again for this honor, and thank you, Ms. Price, for all you do.
Sydney was an outstanding student in honors American literature and academic writing. She always had a positive attitude with serious attention to detail. In honors American literature, she read a Shakespearean comedy, A Midsummer Night's Dream, and she prepared an excellent research paper analyzing 4 of the characters. She accepted the challenge of reading, interpreting, and analyzing this drama with enthusiasm and diligence. One of her literary projects following our study of A Raisin in the Sun was a conflict resolution poster and presentation on cyberbullying. Not only was Sydney an independent thinker, but also she was a congenial team member in preparing the group project. As a leader, she guided the other group members to prepare a most informative, timely, and creative presentation. One of the assignments in academic writing was the preparation of an argumentative essay with research. This assignment involved stating a position, researching both sides of the topic, interviewing various people, preparing, distributing, and analyzing a survey, writing the composition, and presenting the results in graphs and charts. Of course, she prepared an intriguing composition with thorough explanation. Not once did she complain. This young lady has been involved in various activities, but she has always devoted ample time to academic excellence. It has been my privilege to teach Sydney in the classroom and outside the classroom in her preparation of speeches. She is always dependable and prepared for the tasks. Sydney is an ambitious young lady with integrity, and she's an asset in the classroom. I will always remember her pleasant, diplomatic manner.
Hello, my name is Jimmy Rogers, and I'm running for County Commissioner for District 4 of Lawrence County. As County Commissioner, I promise to you, the people of District 4 and Lawrence County, that I will work very hard to serve each and every one of you.
I'm Johnny B. Hall. I live at Route 1, 1351 Hall Watson Road, Dudley, Georgia. Jimmy's an earnest guy. He's very, very nice. If he tells you something, you can mark it down. Whatever it takes to get the job done, that's what he wants to do.
I just ask for your prayers, your support, and your vote, and may God bless you. Thank you.
There are many ways of doing business today.
Hello?
Call centers, mobile apps.
Right away.
But when it comes to what really matters, our way is pretty simple. To be there when you need us most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Orr Insurance in Dublin is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
And now, West Lawrence High School star student Shane Carter and star teacher Diane Wilcher.
Hey everyone. Well, I guess I should start out by introducing my lovely guest over there. We've got my awesome parents, Linda and Phil Carter over there. Let's see. Yeah, give them a round of applause, they deserve it. Let's see. We've got Miss Passmore, the counselor there. And then start out kind of slow on this. Okay. And then we've got the man who runs the show over there, Mr. Garnto. He keeps West Lawrence High School straight. Of course, we've got Miss Wilcher there. Don't forget her. Let's see here. Oh, God. Got the paper. Had it in a secret compartment there. All right. Let's see. Now, star student of West Lawrence High School. I mean, that's pretty sweet. I mean, it's a good school, which that was actually kind of inconvenient in this case, because I mean, it's like there were a lot of good teachers to pick from. I was just like, gotta pick one. But eventually it came down to the wire, and I was like, I think the award should go to Miss Wilcher, my pre-calculus teacher. Because, you know, it's like, she was really the one who had the biggest impact on my high school career, I feel like. I mean, it's like, of course, math is one of my better subjects, so we already got off on a pretty good foot there. Wasn't like a literature teacher or something. Yeah, but I mean, but the main reason I picked her was because, you know, she always helped me pursue my interests. You know, it's like I like physics, and I've been studying it on my own for several years now. And, of course, that involves a lot of math. And whenever I'd come across, you know, a little bit of math that I found interesting or something, Miss Wilcher would always take the time after school to discuss it with me and look at it there, which was really nice of her. I mean, it's like she's got a busy life. She's got shows to watch, you know. So, I mean, it was like, that was nice of her. She didn't have to do that, but she did. And last year I got nominated for the Governor's Honors Program in Mathematics, and I needed a recommendation. And, you know, I went to Miss Wilcher, and she was she was ready to write a recommendation for me there. She said, oh yeah, I'll write one right up for you, Shane. I said, okay. I was very thankful. But I mean, technically, I don't really know what she wrote. I mean, it's just, I got into the program, so I just sort of assume she wrote nice things. It helps me sleep at night. Yeah, let's see. As for the future, I'm currently planning on attending the Georgia Institute of Technology. I mean, they let me in, and I wasn't about to tell them that they shouldn't have. I'm intending on majoring in physics because, you know, I was thinking about what to major in, and physics was really the only thing I could think about majoring in without falling asleep. Yeah. Let's see. I've got pretty high hopes for the future there, you know. It's like, I think that if I work hard and just a little pinch of luck in my life stew there, I think I might even graduate college. I might even hit that milestone. That's way up there for me. I'd reach higher, but the jacket's sort of constricting here. Well, and to finish up here, I'd like to thank the Exchange Club of Dublin for letting me in here. You know, it's like I probably ate too many cookies, and I hope they'll forgive me for that.
Well, I was very nervous coming up here, but he has definitely lightened the mood, just like he always did in class. I'm truly honored to be here celebrating with Shane. This is truly one of his many greatest honors and achievements. I taught him in honors pre-calculus. His reputation definitely preceded him, and all the teachers could say was, do you have Shane? Do you have Shane Carter? You just wait. You just wait. And that's all I got. But now that I have taught him, I understand. There's just the words could not describe the student that he is. So this was just a few memories to kind of depict the character of Shane Carter. This was my second year teaching pre-calculus. So I had it 15 years ago when I was in college, had some calculus. And then trig was back, you know, in high school, a little bit longer than that. So it's been a while. It was my second year teaching, so I had to study up and I had to learn. Well, Shane had probably been studying calculus maybe since he was 6 or 7, would you say? Yes? So he was a little ahead of the game on the calculus and trig and stuff. So I was doing the best I can. I'm learning and studying. And I just remember one occasion when, you know, I'd kind of talked to the other teachers about how we do trig identities, and we decided to do it this way. And Shane did his a different way. And he just calmly and politely sat in class. You could tell he was a little antsy because he knew that there was a different way to do this. But he did not, you know, blurt out. He did not jump up. He did not correct me. He politely after class told me that, well, I've done a little bit of research on this, and he could tell me the colleges, the professors, the textbooks that have also done it this way. So this way is also correct, Miss Wiltshire. But that moment in my life just helped me to see how humble and kind Shane Carter really is. He is the most intelligent student that I have ever taught, probably most intelligent person I've ever met. And he's so humble about his gifts. Another instance was we were having a conversation. Like he said, he would bring stuff to me. And I don't know that necessarily I taught him anything because he taught me a lot. And like I said, it's been a while since I've had calculus, but I mean, Mr. Woodard taught me derivatives, and there's some things that Mr. Thomas Woodard taught you that you just will never forget. So I could follow along with some of the stuff that he was showing me, but some of the stuff he was kind of having to teach me how he got to where he was going. I mean, and if you looked in his notebook, you would really and truly understand what kind of mind he really and truly has. So we were talking one day, and we were talking about some things that interested him, and he said, you know, one thing that I've kind of worked on here is, you know, when you're riding in the car and you slam on brakes? So my first thought is, because you don't want to hit the car right in front of you. But his thought was, the cup that's in the cup holder, when you slam on brakes, okay, so picture the liquid in the cup is now at an angle, right? So in his mind, he was trying to decide how to find the volume of that liquid at that angle. That just blew me away. We're driving down the road, and I'm thinking you just pulled out in front of me, and I had to slam on brakes. But this is what he's thinking. His desire and his drive to learn mathematics is just amazing. And he said physics. Physics is what interests him. He's already taught himself calculus. He knows calculus. He knows derivatives. He knows he's taught himself calculus. I don't know how else to explain what kind of student that is. He goes home, that notebook I was talking about, he shared with me some of his formulas. In class, we were learning something, dealing with trig and vectors, and he went home and he looked it up a little bit and researched it a little bit, and he found a proof, because as students, you want to know, why does this formula work? Well, at this point, I've just been teaching this 2 years. It's because I said that it worked, right? I don't know exactly how you put all this together to get this. Now, I'll go home and figure it out. But thankfully, I had Shane that year who went home and found the proof to show why when I put this together in a formula, it works out this way. It was just amazing. So he could get up and kind of add to the class. He was just an amazing student. His desire and drive to learn about how our world works with physics and mathematics, I just expect such great things from Shane Carter in his future. Thank you all for having us, for doing this program, for these students that work so hard, and I just appreciate your support for them in our community. Thank you.
For Dublin City School System, our star student will be Will Haywood and his star teacher, Robbie Foskey. So congratulations. East Lawrence High School, Trinity Christian School, and West Lawrence High School all make up the Lawrence County system. And the system winner for Lawrence County is star student Shane Carter and star teacher Diane Wilcher. Congratulations.
I attended Oconee Fall Line Technical College, and like many others, I was considered a non-traditional student.
My classes at OFTC have taught me the different aspects of a criminal mind and the way the criminal act.
The term non-traditional career refers to jobs that have traditionally been held by one gender. That would be like males in cosmetology or females in welding.
Anyone can do it, regardless of the gender, and as long as you put your mind to it, you can succeed and achieve all your goals.
I'm Dale Nifong, your State Farm agent on Hillcrest. We're celebrating 14 years of service to the Dublin, Lawrence County communities. Please call us, text us, or even email us to find out what makes us different and how we can help you. We're located on Hillcrest between Dublin High School and Kroger.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been such a wonderful day. The star students, the star teachers, and you've had the family here. Friends have been here, the administration, to really support them. And so it's been a great day. We've got Mr. Shane Carter. Shane, man, that speech you gave was outstanding.
Oh, thanks.
And of course, we see your parents here. Is this where you get it from?
I'd like to think so.
Mom, we're going to let you introduce yourself to us and tell us what it feels for you to have your son in this position and that he's doing so well.
Well, my name is Linda Carter. It's just been really great for me today. We see Shane at home all the time, and we know the impact that he makes on our lives. Yeah. So it's just been really amazing to see him interact with people outside of our little world. That's right. And see the impact he makes on others. So that's been fantastic.
And you know, us outside of that world and watching him today has been beautiful. I mean, he's so clever. Where did he get this personality from? It's just so neat. Dad?
Me?
Talk to us, Dad. Tell us who you are and tell us about what you're feeling right now.
Well, my name's Phil Carter, and I'm very proud of Shane. He's an outstanding student, but he's probably more outstanding son than he is a student. Wow. Yeah. You know, I'm proud of his academic accomplishment, but I'm proud of the person he's turned into.
Mm-hmm. And you know, that means a lot because academically, I mean, Shane scored a 1590 out of 1600 from his SAT. And of course, Georgia Tech hand-delivered your acceptance letter. So that, beside all of that, to hear you, Dad, just talk about him as a son, I mean, that's extra special. Shane, what do you want to say to your parents?
Well, I guess I'd like to say thank you for having me. That I mean, I wouldn't be here without you. I mean, it's like you've supported me every step of the way, and I really appreciate that.
Wow, very good. Well, we're excited for you as a community. I mean, Shane, you're making us all proud. We want you to keep reaching for the stars. I mean, keep doing what you do. We want to hear about you, where your future holds. And Mom and Dad, the community is right here with you.
We appreciate that.
All right. Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you.
The Carters, ladies and gentlemen. All 4 schools are represented. Of course, we've got Dublin High School, the Fighting Irish, which is also my alma mater, and these 2 ladies' alma maters. Lord have mercy. This is like a reunion, isn't it? All right, Will. I mean, this is exciting for you, man. So when you found out that you were star students, what are your first thoughts?
My first thought was, am I going to have to give a speech for this?
And here you are.
Yes, ma'am.
And so the words that you were saying today and how well you spoke about the people who've supported you and Mr. Foskey, who's been there for you, I mean, I'm sure you could have gone on and on about that, couldn't you?
Yes, ma'am. I
Yeah.
could have. Coach Foskey was a great teacher.
Very good. And of course, we see your mama who's gripping you over there. Introduce yourself to everyone and tell us about what you're feeling right now with your son and the accomplishments that he's made such far.
Lori Haywood. I'm beyond words. I don't know what to say. I'm just very proud.
Yeah.
Very proud.
As any mother should be. And of course, Christy. Oh, my classmates. Now, as the counselor, tell us about the work that you all had to do to make sure that, you know, that Will was in place and that you all, everything that you all had to do behind the scenes to prepare for this.
Well, the sad part of it is we have to keep it a secret for such a long period of time.
Yes.
Part of the qualifications is that they have to be in the top 10% of their class and have the highest SAT score in one setting. So we have to go through the top 10% of our class and find out who that is and hold our mouth until we can get it verified, and then the fun begins.
And the fun begins. So, you know, tell us what kind of person is Will when you see him walking down the halls? And
very quiet. We'll throw a joke out every now and then. Usually he's coming in for his Move On When Ready or now dual enrollment because he is big in the college classes. But we don't see him that often. But like I said, like a little gentle giant.
A gentle giant. Now, you know his mama's not quiet.
Yes, Lori and I were very good friends in high school. And, Will, we can talk afterwards.
Yeah. And so, you know, Will, we know you had to write a speech. And here, we want you to say in your own words, you know, about your support system and you getting to where you are today.
Well, there's so many things that factor into that. First, my mom, my counselors. My counselors really, they just kept me straight through everything, you know, helped me figure out when things are, what counselors do. My grandparents also play a big role in my life. Yeah. And from a young age, my grandparents, my mom, they've all taught me to try my hardest, apply myself.
Wow. And here you are today.
Yes, ma'am.
Mom, has he changed much through the years from when he was a little wee one?
He hasn't. He's even keel all along. So he's always been like that.
Where does he get that even keel from?
Probably my dad. He's very laid back. So.
Well, we're proud of you, Will. We want you to continue to do great things. Thank you, Christy, for all the work that you all do behind the scenes to help support these kids. Thank you. And Mom, to you, thank you. I mean, as a parent, it's sometimes a thankless job, the things that we have to do to support our children. But when we see them in this light right here, everything we've done is well worth it. It is. Well done, son. Proud of you.
Meet Jake, college freshman, pizza enthusiast. And this is Jake's mom, hands always full, never a dull moment.
When Jake went to college, we opened him a checking account at Robbins. Hey, honey.
Hey, Mom, I need some new school supplies. Can you make a transfer?
Friday night studying, huh? Okay, it's done.
With checking accounts, credit cards, online banking, and e-alerts, Robbins Financial families have everything they need.
School supplies?
Robbins Financial Credit Union. Better banking for everyone.
We're here today at Bank of Dudley to discuss business loans. So many businesses and industries trust the Bank of Dudley for a variety of financing alternatives to suit your specific needs, from short-term loans to help with cash flow, loans to purchase equipment or facilities. At Bank of Dudley, we have commercial mortgage loans, capital improvement loans for construction or renovation, We can help with your business vehicle loans or for a small business line of credit. In other words, Bank of Dudley has your business covered. No matter what it is, you can trust the lenders at the Bank of Dudley with 5 convenient locations: East Dublin, downtown Dublin, Veterans Boulevard, Dudley, and Jeffersonville. The Bank of Dudley, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
All right, of course, we've got the East Lawrence Falcons represented. My baby girl, you know, I've got to say that. Hannah Terrio, congratulations to you. Laura Lawrence, star teacher.
That's so exciting. I'm so happy that I made such an effect on Hannah.
I know. And Dr. Hall, you guys are doing such a great job at East Lawrence. Tell us what your words are, what words you'd like to give about these two right here.
Well, one of the things we like to do at East Lawrence High School is we like to focus on the whole student, not just academically, but also we want to make sure that they're prepared academically, socially, and if they choose to do so athletically, we like to make sure that they are prepared for that as well. And Hannah has been the epitome of all three of those things. She's sociable, but respectful. She's intellectually smart, but she's also humble. She's very talented on the soccer field, but she also works very hard. And so she's the epitome of all the things that we like to look for in trying to educate the whole student at East Lawrence High School. And Miss Laura Lawrence provides a lot of support for our students in that area as well.
Very good, very good. Well said. All right, Miss Lawrence. Now, we heard your speech, your prepared speech. What do you want to say about this one right here and the work that you do at East Lawrence? I mean, because there's so many students that think so highly of you and the work that you do with them.
Well, I just think that it's so important to establish a relationship with students. I think that that's key. If the students know that we care about them, which we really truly do, then I think that they're more willing to strive to succeed. Yeah. So I think that's the key there. And it's been so easy with Hannah because Hannah's just such a likable person. She's so intelligent, so motivated, and it's just great to teach students like Hannah.
Wow. Hannah, do you hear all these things? I guess I need to interview myself here when I think about this. You know, and Hannah, I'll let you have the last words on that. As a mom, you know, I think that we do strive, to, with a spirit of excellence with our kids. And we do have to push them hard. And I know that I'm kind of really tough on Hannah, and I know you all know that as well. But, you know, with that, it's the love and the fact that we know their potential. We know that we can push them because of the potential, and I would say the destiny that's on their lives. And so, Hannah, I am super proud of you. I was so proud to be your mom, and just to hear you did a great speech up there, very clever, very poignant, and I think the sky's the limit for you. The sky's the limit. And I want to say this to you, not just to you as your mom, but to the people out there, to the kids out there, stay focused. Keep your eye on the prize, because there's so many things out there that can distract our kids, a lot of peer pressures out there. And of course, you know, as you continue up that ladder, and with you, Hannah, about to graduate and you're going off to college, you know, to play soccer, I want you to continue to stay focused. Never forget where you've come from, but also know where you're going. And so I'm proud of you, baby girl. What do you want to say, that's not written on a piece of paper, but just comes you know, what words do you want to say about this whole experience and how your transition has been from East Lawrence, coming from Louisiana, and to step in and to excel the way you've been doing?
Well, I'm thankful to have so many great influences in my life. And also, I got to give some props to myself. I am very proud that that I made it this far. And I'm also very excited for the next stage of my life, which is coming up in a few months.
Yeah, we're all excited for you. Dr. Hall, thank you again for all the work that you do. You really care about the students, and it's evident. We see you out and about, and we know that's not just part of your job description, but it's who you are.
No, I enjoy the opportunity of seeing my students outside of the classroom, so I get a chance to see Hannah quite often on the soccer field. I'm going to see her tonight against GMC, and I will also be blessed to see her sign with Middle Georgia State on next Friday. But thank you, Ms. Brock, and the TV 35 for getting those positive things out in our community about our students and our schools.
Honor and a pleasure. Miss Lawrence? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, East Lawrence is represented right here. Hannah Terrio, star student, Laura Lawrence, star teacher, and the great Dr. O.J. Hall. Thank you. It has been such a wonderful day. To see the excitement in the room for the kids right here. And of course, we've got this is a group of star students here. Trinity, you did it up this way. And of course, one star teacher, Miss Faye, Lord have mercy, woman. Everybody loves you.
Oh, thank you.
Everybody loves you. And listen, guys, we know that you did your speech, but we want to kind of hear your words about what today means for you and just the road, the journey that you've taken to get to where you are. We'll start with you, young man.
Yes, ma'am. I'm very thankful for all that Mrs. Price has done for me and all of her other students. She's really given us a lot of opportunities to excel at the next level.
And what about you? Have you always been this way?
I don't know if I've always been that way. Miss Price kind of helped me.
Very good.
Thank you.
What about you, darling?
As Jacob, I'm very thankful for the opportunity to be here and for the opportunities Ms. Price has given us to push us.
Yeah.
And I guess I've been competitive my whole life.
Your whole
but
life? Who do you get that from?
I'm not really sure.
You know, it's got to come from somewhere. Now, Miss Price, you like the mama bear
All right.
of Trinity. And how does it feel for you to receive the accolades that you've been receiving from these kids and how highly they think of you? And, you know, you just going to work every day. You know, how does it feel for you right now and to witness these two in the positions that they're in?
It just makes me so joyful.
Yeah.
And but the thing is, I've had the pleasure of teaching so many good students, and Sydney and Jacob are really good examples of the kind of students that my life has been blessed with.
And how many years have you been teaching?
50.
Woman, you'd better quit.
Yes, that's correct. 50.
What were you, 4 when you started? Did you start out of pre-K?
No.
So 50 years you've been in education.
Yes.
And so the lives that you've impacted. So at this point, to see these two right here, and that's just another notch in your tool belt of the seeds that you've been planting through the years as an educator.
Yes, but there's another side to that too.
What's that?
They have impacted my life also.
Wow.
It's such a pleasure to teach students who want to learn, and both of these students did.
Very good. Now you two, I mean, what is next for you after Star Student? What are your goals now? What's next?
Well, I plan to go to Belmont University in Nashville.
That's right.
To run
Your
cross
track,
country.
give it up, man. Give it up. You're going to continue to represent.
Yes, ma'am.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
And what about you?
I plan to attend Georgia Southern University to pursue a degree in chemistry and then go to law school.
Oh my gosh, we're proud of you already, and you just spoke it like that. So listen, we want to continue to follow you too. You know, let us know how you're doing. Give us an update. All right, give us an update. And don't forget us. You know, don't forget Mama Bear right here. And thank you to your parents. That support system, I mean, is paralleled. I mean, it's to have your family there to support you through all that you do, the thick and the thin, the good and the bad. That's not changing.
No, ma'am.
All right. Well, listen, congratulations to you. Congratulations, Ms.
Thank
Faye. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a wonderful day here. The Dublin Exchange Club sponsoring the STAR students and the STAR teachers. It's been fantastic to witness these young men and these young women to share about their journeys and the peoples who have touched their lives. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for Real Talk here on TV 35. And please keep watching.